Yes, it is.
This is your girl, Vida. This is Kenneth. We're here with the Davison.
I'm your boy, Kenneth. If she's a girl, I'm a boy. I'm your boy, Kenneth. Okay.
We're here with the Davison intervention. We're excited about today. Excited about the show. You know, Kenneth.
Yes.
Now, last time you said I could say it, but we end up saying it together. So,
okay, go ahead.
Do you want to say it?
I'll let you go ahead and say it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you'll know when we coming in. Y'all know we come in every Monday. We coming in live. Not live, but we coming to you. We coming to you. So, I kind of always like to ask him, how his day. How was your day today, Kevin?
So far, so good. It was busy. Day was busy, as usual. Trying to add the odds and ends together and trying to come up with some things. So it was pretty busy today.
Okay, your day was busy.
How about yours?
You know what? It was fulfilling. It was good because I came off a Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
That was great.
Even if you're not a biological mother, but you're there and you've been benefited a child some form of fashion.
Yes,
you're still part of the motherhood. Monday was good. Just a little. I said I was a little tired earlier, but had to get that energy going so I can come for the show.
Yes.
So Kenneth, just bring me to a good topic this evening.
Okay.
Really good topic because you asked me how I was doing. I asked you how you was doing.
Okay.
And so a lot of times, and not just with you all, but to me, with us too, the other day, and I bring it up, I'm going to kind of put our business out there this week, or just a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit out there.
Always do, so go ahead.
But
nothing's unusual. Go ahead.
Ladies, I got a couple of, emails. I always get them. And someone just asked me about roles. Like, okay, just say, for instance, both parties work during the day.
Right. Husband
and wife. Wife come home. She has to prepare dinner. Because of COVID, the kids may be home, so she still may have to help with homework.
Okay.
So she's cooking, preparing dinner. Preparing dinner. We got that. She's helping with homework. If she has younger kids, she's helping, to kind of play with them for a little while. Then she also have to try to find time for herself, but she said she don't really have time for herself. But she wanted to know was, when she's doing all that and her husband's not doing anything, she said he usually watching Sports Center. He's just kind of...
I was about to say, he's not doing anything.
He's just chilling. He's worked.
Okay, he worked today too.
Right.
Okay.
So she kind of just wanted to know, how do we deal with that, or how could they handle that better? Because I think she wanted him to be more engaged, probably with the homework, maybe cook a couple of times.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, you can ask all the questions you like.
When he gets out from work and he takes his shoes off and says hi to the kids and, engage with them a minute or two, what's wrong with him going to check on Sports Center and see what the latest news is on the sports and, see what's going on in the sports world? What's wrong with that?
You know what, Kenneth? It's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure there was anything wrong with checking out on Sports Center or checking the latest news out or anything.
It's not a thing wrong with that.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you where I have a problem. I got y'all.
Okay.
I have a problem if you come in checking out Sports Center, but we still need stuff around here that needs to be done. Just say, for instance, I'm just going to, since we asking questions, I'm going to throw it out there. The other day, when I got home, we had clothes. Kenneth said, well, I started to wash, and put them in the dryer. But the clothes were still sitting in the den. I'm like, okay, but they're still sitting here. Back when I was a stay-home mom, Kenneth would say, you've been sitting here all day and you haven't done anything. Now, Kenneth, the roles kind of reversed because Kenneth retired. He is responsible for making sure everything's supposed to be taken care of. So he didn't put the clothes up. So guess what? I ended up putting up the clothes. I ended up cleaning up the bedroom. I cleaned up my bathroom. And he cleaned the kitchen. Well, let me say, he straightened the kitchen. And
I kind of thought you were going to say that.
He straightened the kitchen.
To me, it was clean.
And so I guess I'm just trying to understand that you felt like what you did was enough.
Yes, and I see, you all side of it too, where you work too, and you're tired too, and then the kids need some attention also. But I think we need to draw the line and say, okay, here's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting you to help out around the kitchen, maybe around with the kids. Help them with dinner, or maybe help them with a little homework while you preparing dinner.
So you
is that what you're asking me to do?
But you're saying I need to say that?
No, I said we need to have a meeting on that. Well, we can talk about it, because if I don't, see the need in trying to help you and get in your way while you're in the kitchen, I wouldn't know that.
But what about the kids? Because usually if the kids back in the back doing something, wouldn't that be a good opportunity or time for you to spend with them during that time instead of...
Oh, instead of them back there having recess.
Yeah.
Kids back there having recess, playing, having a good time.
Yeah, you just feel like, shoot, they good, they back there.
Yeah. Well, I see the need in us having a meeting on that. Having what we call a huddle. I see a need in having a huddle on that. Because here it is right here. Okay, your job is to, if we're talking about roles and jobs, your job is to cook, clean, sew, and iron.
I'm listening.
But if
you saying in our household or just every woman's role?
Well, we're talking about our household right now. So if you need some help, maybe you ought to ask for help.
Okay.
Because you have not, because you ask not.
Okay.
I'm going to throw that in there.
So with me being gone during the day, I needed to ask you to help me put those clothes up that you put in the washing machine, that you put in the dryer, that sat in the dryer, and I had to take them out and put them in there, and they just sat there. So I needed to ask you, Kenneth, take the clothes out the dryer. Can you fold the clothes up? Can you make sure they get put up?
Wait a minute. Wait. That kind of sounds. Wait. That kind of sounds like honeydews, and I'm not talking about honeydew list.
That's not a honeydew.
That's what it kind of sounds like. You start going down a list, talking about a list. I'm talking about coming together, and you and I making a decision, and husband and wife ought to make a decision on, what you think we should do. How can I help you make your load lighter? You explain to me and let me know how can I help you make your load lighter without having honeydew list.
I kind of like it, but a honeydew list, that's not really washing, doing clothes. That's not honeydew list.
But it just kind of sounds like it. So I'm just saying.
I like what you just said.
Okay.
Making my load lighter.
Lighter. There you go. Yes.
You feel like that is your responsibility to make my load lighter.
Yes.
As a husband.
Yes. So we could come to some agreement, sit down, maybe it's at times, time to say, okay, look, if you can help with the kids, when they come home from school and we get in and need help, we can help them, kind of maybe get their homework out of the way so we can have some playing time. Or if you could help me maybe prepare, like if you need me to cut the potatoes up or, boil some water or whatever you need me to do. Yeah. If you need me to help you do something, can't you kind of, make that be known so I won't be just guessing at it like, ooh, I think she just really needs me to do something. But if I don't know, what do you want me to do?
I get it. So if you don't know, but in our situation, I get it if you don't know. But to me, in our situation, you said we're talking about us. In our situation, you knew you had put the clothes in the wash. You knew you had put the clothes in the dryer. You knew the clothes had to be put away. But that didn't happen. So you're saying that I still need to have that conversation with you about
whatever else needs to be done. Okay, I can understand that, and I understand. Normally, I would, wash them and dry them and put them up. Okay. Normally, I would. This is just one time in a million that you had that happening, and all of a sudden you bring it up. But that's okay. That's okay. That's neither here nor there. But at the same time, let's talk about what we need to do. See, as husband and wife, we're a team. So let's talk about, okay, look. Here's what I'd like you to do.
Okay.
When I get home from work, you get home from work, we kind of relax for a minute or two, help out in whatever situation we need to help out. If the kids need something, if we need to cook, if we need to, clean, help me understand that.
Okay, but what if and I'm just being an advocate, what if I have let it be known that this is what I need?
Oh, if it happened in previous times?
I'm not talking about us right now. I'm just saying, what if in a relationship, because that's what we're here for, we're here to help couples. Okay. Because I've seen it, where we went and talked to couples to where that their situation, I've let them know. I've asked Kenneth, not necessarily told or drilled, but I've asked Kenneth to, let's talk about it. Let's do this, Kenneth. This is what I need you to do. I need this. This is how you can make my load lighter. I've expressed those things, but I don't see any changes.
Okay, if you don't see any changes, and if I don't see any changes, there needs to be maybe a mediator there, another conversation there, to where we can, express our opinions and let someone else see it from the outside looking in to see, where we're going wrong at.
Okay.
Because evidently there's a problem, because you're constantly bringing it up and I'm constantly bringing it up. There's a problem.
Okay.
So maybe we need a mediator in there to kind of let us know, say, look, here's what the problem is. You all are not consistent in what you all are doing.
Okay, what if they've had a mediator and they've seen that thing? And I'm going to tell you where I'm trying to go, because instead of me just going around the world. Sometimes I see that you're not doing it the way I want you to do it.
Oh, now it's clicking now. I'm doing it my way, but it's not good enough for you.
Correct.
Okay.
So when you're doing it your way, and just think I'm used to it done a certain way.
Okay.
You're doing it. Just like I said, when Kenneth straighten up, he does straighten up to me because it's not done the way I would prefer to do it. But it's cleaned up to him. He does clean. He does make sure all the dishes are clean and all of that. But I just, because I don't use a dishwasher. I have one, don't use it. I like to hand wash our dishes. So if you're not doing it the way I'm expecting you to do it.
Okay.
And it seems like it keeps happening, but then that's where we're struggling. I don't feel like you're doing it to my expectations, and you feel like you're doing what you're doing, but that's our struggle, and that's what keep us at, because you feel like, man, I'm doing it. I mean, so how can you help me in that area?
Well,
how can
two
you
things
help
can
me?
happen.
Okay.
Either I can try to the best of my ability to do it the way you're doing, the folding up the clothes and, assorting them and putting them in the right order. Maybe I can do it to that. Or another way, I can do it the way I've been doing it. At least it's up as of right now. At least the clothes are up. They're in the pantry. At least the food's up in the pantry and everything.
Okay.
And then maybe you can come back later on and say, okay, this is not the way I want it. I want to just re-straighten it. You can reshuffle it.
Because it seems like
maybe
it's
you can
double
do
work.
that.
But you know what? With you saying that's a valid point, because that's exactly what I did. I fold my towels, y'all, ladies, in threes. Kenneth fold his towels
in twos.
Twos. 1, 2, where it folds like this. I wish I had a towel, but I'm not going to walk away to get a towel. Y'all know what I'm talking about, how they show back in the day, but the way you do when you fold it, then you go, so that's twos. Kenneth wasn't folded. And then once I put my towels up, it's largest towel at the bottom, and you work your way up to the smallest. Kenneth wasn't doing that, so I had an issue with that. So what I would do is go back and basically I would just redo them or do them the way I like. Do it the way I like it.
Right.
Because that was one of our struggles. But then I remember you telling me that the towels are put away.
Right. At least they're up out of the dryer into the pantry. They're put up now into the towel rack.
Well, we don't put them in the pantry. We put them in the cabinet.
But at least they're in the cabinet, in the towel rack where they belong.
Correct.
So now that problem is out of the way. Now when you get into the perfection part, now we shouldn't have a problem with that.
Why not?
Because, if you want it perfectly done, you can do them after I did it.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's what we did, because what we try to do, y'all, we try to eliminate every situation that's going to keep us divided.
Right.
That right there kept us, to me, were like, oh, I can't believe you. Why are you folding towels this way? Why don't you put it this way? Even y'all with my clothes had to be, this is funny now, but my clothes have to be on certain hangers. Pants have to be on certain hangers. Jackets have to be on certain hangers. Certain sweatshirt just have to be on certain hangers. So when I went in my closet, it was like, I saw shirt, pants, jacket, and I was like, no, all my pants go here. I try to have it uniform. Like all my pants together, all of my shirts together, short sleeves and all that. And Kenneth looking like that because he was saying,
it seemed like it was nitpicking. Like,
he got
what's the difference? At least they're off the couch, out of the dryer. At least they're in the closet where they're out of the way.
Right. That's how you saw it. I did see that you did try to do it. I'm using the word try. Look like you tried it. You tried to do it properly. However, it wasn't the way I would have done it, or the way I would have liked it done. I think a lot of times that's where our
struggle came in.
Struggles, not with us, but just couples. That's where a struggle come in, because it's completed, but not the way you want it done or the way I want it done.
Right. So there had to be a meeting on that. There had to be a meeting on this. So we would wind up meeting with everything. But at the end of the day, we came to the conclusion that, look, now that's not going to be a perfect way to do this. So let's just do it this way here. I pulled them up the way I want to do them, put them up in there. And then if you don't like it, then you come back and then you realign them the way you want to do it.
And I'm glad you said that, because I even had a young lady, I said that they said that they didn't want to do that. That felt like
double work.
No, not necessarily double work. The husband felt like you were going behind them, like they wasn't doing it right. Okay. Not saying you wasn't doing it right. You wasn't doing it the way I wanted you to do it.
There you go.
So I had to help them to see that, because they said, no, if I put them up, I just want it done. I don't want nobody. Because to me, they almost felt like, now you being my mom. You going behind me, trying to correct some stuff that I've done when I've done it this way. If I wanted that, I would have still been at home with mama. You my wife, you not my mother. And I get that. But I think in order for us, now this is how it worked for us. And I know y'all probably gonna hit me with questions, which is great. But for us, that was best for us, is what I had to come to realize, is that they were put away. And if I wanted to look a certain way,
you want that OCD started kicking in, you want to do it your way, do it your way. It wouldn't bother me.
It wouldn't bother me.
At least we have it done. At least we have that component out of the way, so we won't be just arguing about everything.
Exactly.
Everything, you know.
So even though you were making my load lighter, and I appreciate that, what could I have done for you that you felt like kept us like a little strained? Because that's what I was looking for.
I didn't want you to be so critical of me just because I retired, just because I'm kind of chilling and relaxing. You know, don't come behind me on every little nitpicking thing. Oh, you cut the grass. Oh, but you mowed the lawn. Oh, but you did this, that, and the other. And then you came behind me and you saw something wrong with everything I did.
Okay.
It almost got to the point where it seemed like you just a little jealous because I was at home in the daytime chilling while you had to work. It just seemed like that. Yeah. It may not have been, but to me, it just seemed like you were kind of a little jealous.
And sometimes I am. It's like, because sometimes during the day, I'm out doing my thing, and it's like Kenneth here chilling. I'm looking like.
Or I'm out with some of the fellas, doing some things. You like, you're not at home? I'm not. No, I'm not at home. I retired so I could do what I want to do. So we had to learn how to get that understanding.
Saying really stressing that I'm retired. I'm at home. I do what I want. You see. But while you're retired and at home, you can still make sure those clothes are folded. You can still make sure that the kitchen stays clean. You can still make real sure that that bed is made with all those pillows on there that he asked me, why can't he sleep on those pillows? But those are just some things I was just
And see, and several years ago, the role was reversed. And I remember that too, when you stayed at home and kept our son years ago, and you had it made, and you were taking it easy. And I would call home, and you would sit at home and watching TV and just enjoying yourself. And I was wondering, like, did she have anything else to do?
Well, and I also remember you coming in saying, you've been here all day, you haven't done anything.
You haven't did anything? So I kind of understand that now. But I'm glad we have an understanding with each other that, hey, look, even though we're out doing some things, at least the work is getting done.
It is.
And I would say to couples who are struggling with that issue, sit down and have a talk with each other over and over again and say, look, we shouldn't battle over this here. Let's come to some agreement, like, what can we do? Let's share the responsibility. These are our kids. This is our home. We should, be prideful coming home, maybe getting a maybe 30-minute rest time, Calgon moment, where I tell my wife to get Calgon moment, and come back together and say, look, you help with one child, I help with the other child. Right. We come in the kitchen, maybe cook together.
Right.
And try to do something dually so we can make this load lighter for both of us.
Right. And I like that. I like how you said that we just need to bring this thing together, because I think that's so important. I think that family unit is the key to just relationships, just allowing the kids to see what a healthy relationship looks like.
Yes.
And just us building that nucleus together to where we're coming together. So
let's make it happen, though. Yes, it's true.
Hopefully this right here was able to help you all to see, just to kind of, because someone sent me that question, and what we try to do is I try to talk about the subjects that you all are writing in, which I think is important because it's important to you. We feel like it's important to us, so we're going to talk about it. Don't forget, y'all got that subscribe button that's right here. You can hit that at any time. You can hit that notification as well with that subscribe and notification. Y'all, we appreciate you all continue to watch us. Please continue to share, let people know so we can continue to rally around relationships, because we know the importance of marriage.
Yes, and I hope we have said something that could help you, because we run across these situations all the time also with ourselves. And the way we do it, we try to explain it to you all that it helps us.
It does.
And then I'll be able to help you all too. So that's what we're trying to do, because that's not going to be any perfect marriage.
No.
You just want to, like LAVIDA said, you want your marriage to be healthy. And that's what we're trying to do. Help you, help us keep our marriages healthy.
Yes.
Okay.
So with that, we appreciate y'all. We look
Yes.
forward. Hopefully y'all can check in and tune in. And we look forward to seeing y'all next week. Y'all have a good evening.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.